Just in time for Halloween, Steam comes out with a brief sale with lots of awesome games at a big discount. And while there are obviously thousands of different games on sale, I wanted to make this video to shout out some smaller games that I think deserve more attention. Now, these aren't all straight up horror games, but they all have some sort of dark or creepy element to them that I think makes them a good fit for Halloween. I don't want to waste any more time, so I'm just going to get right into the list, starting with Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I know, that's not exactly a small game that deserves more attention, but I just have to mention it because it's a great horror game, it's one of the best games that came out this year, and it's going for 50% off right now, so if you haven't played it, now's the time. Okay, now let's transition into the indie games, starting with a game called Masochist. Masochist is a really short and interesting game, told through the point of view of a boy who learns that he'll grow up to be a violent serial killer. It's a point-and-click game that is extremely dark, and while I don't think it nails everything that it tries, it's very unique and worth giving a look if you're interested. It's 75% off right now, going for only $2. Then we have The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, which is a detective game set in a mysterious town with lots of Lovecraftian elements. It's got a stunning world, a good story, and an incredible soundtrack. I would definitely recommend it, and for me personally, it's got one of my favorite openings to any game I've played. It's 75% off, going for $5. Next up is Soma, which is actually something that I haven't played myself, but I will be picking it up because it's 85% off, going for only $5. It's from the creators of Amnesia, and it's gotten a lot of critical praise, so it's definitely worth checking out. After that, we have A Plague Tale: Innocence, which is a stealth-driven game set during the Black Plague. It's a really cool experience with an interesting story and great world. And while it's not really a horror game, there are certainly some dark, intense moments throughout. It's also one of my favorite games this year, and you can check out my review for it below. It's 40% off right now, going for $26.99. Then we have Little Nightmares, which is a really creepy 3D side-scroller. It's a puzzle and stealth-driven game that's got a weird but cool world that's reminiscent of Spirited Away, and it's a fun 4-hour experience. It's only $5 right now, so you should check it out. It's also got some DLC levels, which were pretty cool too. Next up is Observer, a cyberpunk horror game from the creators of Layers of Fear. This was one of my favorite gaming experiences of 2017, and it has a lot of crazy visuals. It's a bit more laid back on the gameplay side of things, with some investigative elements making up the majority of it, but I still found it to be a really engaging experience that was well worth my time. It's 75% off, going for $7.50. After that, we have The Paynes Creek Killings, which is definitely the least horror game on this list, but I wanted to mention it because it's still really cool. It's a full-blown detective sim that sets the player in a mysteriously vacant old town and allows them to freely explore to solve the cold case. There's no hand-holding, and it really makes you pay attention to every clue so you can piece it all together for yourself. It's a bit rough around the edges, but for those interested, I would recommend checking it out. It's 60% off, going for only $8. And lastly, we have The Music Machine, which some of you may have heard me talk about before because honestly I just cannot recommend this game enough for those who are interested in short, story-driven experiences. The game centers around Haley, a 13-year-old girl, and Quentin, the ghost who's puppeting her body with the intent of finding a satisfactory way to kill her. It's incredibly unique, and I really don't want to say anything else about it other than I would highly recommend giving it a look. It's only $5 normally, but it's half off for the sale, so it's going for $2.50 right now, so definitely check it out. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it informative. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and check out some of my game reviews. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.